Hey, hey, hey.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Wait and Bake Show, special Saturday edition
Woo!
with Chris and Tito from 88 Vape out here in Mesa, Arizona. So they're having us here. So if you guys come by, they're having great sales on all their products in here. There is some incredible glassware here.
Yeah, pretty impressive shop.
Yes, very, and these guys are kind of nice too. Well, Chris is Tito. We're not sure about yet. He's got that LA look to him that it's like I might kill you or I might not.
Right, you're getting a discount either way. I might kill you at a discount.
Yes.
Right. So
You're going to get that discount today. You know what? I should put up comments on here too. Y'all better not tease us back there.
Nope.
So if you're on here, we are on the C Team Wellness feed on Facebook or Cannabis Team USA, my personal page, YouTube. But please, if you're in the Mesa area, come to 88 Vape today. You get to check out Tito to see if Tito's okay. And if he is, please purchase products at what's the discount?
25% off all glass, 25% off all vape hardware and tanks, 20% off e-nails and accessories, 25% off the Cannabis Team Wellness CBD, and any and everything else you guys want, I'll work a deal with you.
there it is. You've heard it. 88 Smoke and Vape in Gilbert. I'll Stapley get down here and get you some.
He said Gilbert. He lives out in AJ, so he doesn't know anything.
No.
This is Mesa.
No way. This is a Mesa area code right here?
Yeah, Mesa.
No shit.
Don't get it
The other
confused.
side of baseline is Gilbert.
Okay, so it's like, all right, so
So if you got drunk
Yeah.
and walked down baseline, passed out,
Yeah.
It's actually nice because I live off of
Nice.
Gilbert and baseline,
So-
like the cops.
yeah, I was gonna say, so Mesa PD ain't even over
Stop at
here.
the
They're like,
freeway,
oh,
turn
fine,
around,
you're
and
good.
Gilbert stops at that side,
Right.
turns around, so-
And
Yeah.
if you're on, please
Hey,
say
there it
hi
is.
to us because we're live here and we can see you pop up and at least say hello to us there. Especially you guys out there on the East Coast that just saw us come on, just say hi. We were a little late, but we really didn't care because it was just trying to get set up in here was a little different. But really, if you are in to the area of glassware whatsoever, this place is amazing. The glassware is clean, it's nice, and hey, hand me that.
The one-eyed lobster?
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, that thing was
Hand it to one-eyed
Some-
monster over here.
that's not my nickname anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
We had a black one that had two eyes.
Listen, boys, just bring up a piece of glass.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that thing is
And we're just
just
sitting here gonna show you
some
some of this
wicked
stuff.
piece.
We will take
Look at that.
questions if you have them. Give it to him.
oh, okay.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. Okay. All right.
Wow, that thing is
Right.
beautiful.
I mean, it's put it into
the.
the frame here so you can see the
Do you
shot.
know who the designer is for that, or?
That I do not know, I wish I did.
But yeah, it's pretty intricate. It's got the eye, glass all wrapped around the bong, glass on glass.
That's a glycerin piece by Mav.
This is
Yeah,
a glycerin
beautiful.
piece by Matt.
By Mav. Yeah, it's
And
a
what's
highly
so-
desirable name.
Yes.
And what's so great about this is that glycerin's chilled up, it's cooled, and it will chill and cool with your.
Keep it chill, keep it cool. Look at this great artwork at the bottom. It's a nice piece here. Well, it's a beautiful shop. They have a nice setup. It's open. It's clean. Lots of nice glass.
A lot of nice glassware and stuff like that. What I like about that is,
Whoa.
spend your money on something like that.
Dr. Dabber. This is an electric
Wax
dab.
and flour out of the same piece.
Wax.
It's, induction heated.
All right.
Price of that.
Yeah, probably what, $400 or $500?
Yeah, it's $3.99.
$3.99. All right.
And 25% off today.
Yeah. Mr. Dabber cap.
Yes,
That's the cap.
we,
That's what I was gonna say. It's blown glass. Look how big it is. It's
Yeah.
huge.
Beautiful.
Definitely.
It's
Yeah.
25% off.
Thank
today.
you, Rick. I mean,
No,
I was looking for
not you, man.
something for the Christmas, maybe, but
For you, yeah, that's what you're getting for Christmas.
yeah,
Um,
he said the stopper.
Stopper.
This is for for another piece coming out.
Man, beautiful.
Cartridges.
I'm gonna hand this back to you before I accidentally
Yeah.
own it.
Let you.
Oh, look at that.
So, yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like an old man pipe style in a new, like a Sherlock, exactly. Yeah.
It's for car batteries.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Right. Yeah. There it is. So old man wants to go.
Wax, it's like an electric.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Beautiful stuff.
That's unique.
Right?
Now it's bringing back kind of an
Really is a
old
nice
style,
selection.
the pipe,
And for the people that are into that style,
Yeah, it's probably a better alternative. They are going to
I
have
feel
to
like
smoke
we're on a
something.
stoner's version of the Antique Roadshow.
Yeah.
My son found this
Oh
in
my
the
gosh.
garage on Thursday.
We should have
I
an
know what it's
antique
worth.
stone show, and people just bring in their oldest like stoner shit, the old
Oh,
glass
that's
stuff. Like,
cool.
this was my grandpa's pipe that we found under the dish sink in the back,
A
and
water bottle made from freaking.
Oh, yeah.
oh, there we go, Rick. We have gone completely off the rails now.
Off the rails. What are we doing here? We're just here hanging out at 88 Feet. So if you're watching the feed, we're just sitting here while they're doing their big sale today.
I don't think anyone's watching. We haven't got one question saying how.
I know. I don't
How are
think
you
anybody
guys?
wants to give us a question.
What does Amy have to say about that?
You know what? I think Miss Amy is probably not even watching right now because we were late.
We
And
were
we do apologize for being late. There's one person.
Apologize.
Isn't this like your cousin, the one person? It's not even Justin.
It's not. I don't think
It's
anybody
not
wants to.
Justin's ever
They're like,
watched.
hey man, I know this shit show. I ain't even had any time.
Seth's not on here either. But no, guys, we didn't know we were going to be here until a few days ago. But we are here now, and this is really nice. This is a really nice little vape shop. And the glassware here is incredible. So if you're right off of Baseline, Stapley, Mesa, Gilbert, stop on by. You can say wave to us. We have some cute little free ornaments for the few people that come in the next hour or so. But there's a beautiful little marijuana leaf.
If you guys
with our
want to
logo.
open the door, because we closed it earlier for the light, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. I didn't want it to slow down your
Oh, no
traffic,
big deal.
your foot traffic.
Yeah,
or
no.
whatnot.
I'm getting warm.
Yeah. Take off the
I
ski
was
jacket.
cool. It was cooler. It was cooler.
You're pretty fucking cool, Rick.
Yes, that's what they said.
Hey, thank you guys for having us at your shop too.
Yeah, thanks for
Appreciate it.
coming.
My
Chris,
daughter
Tito.
Cassandra does not say that. She doesn't ever.
Kids don't think their parents are cool.
ever.
It's just how it
She-
works.
Well, my other job, she thought it was really weird. So, well, she still thinks so.
I think all kids think their parents are just a little weird because you're probably more of your weird self around your family and your closed off unit,
Also, too, if you're nice and you come in today, Chris and Tito will put up. What were we watching? Von Dutch.
Oh, the downfall of Von Dutch. Yeah.
Chris and Von Dutch. That was really nice.
I'm gonna keep that.
No, it's a beautiful day out here in Mesa. I'm in my typical Arizona uniform, which is shorts, a little pullover top. My boy over here grew his beard another quarter inch.
Yeah.
So we're all getting ready for the winter season.
Exactly. Ho, ho, ho. In a few years, I think it's all going to be white. No more red left.
And I guess one of the nice things we should do here. Hey, stop
All right.
beeping that horn.
Yeah, we're in the city, We're out here in the city.
Downtown Mesa, stop.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a hooligan.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? Good, man. How are you?
Don't
Hey,
mind
what's
us,
up?
man. Don't mind us at all.
Pretty good today, man.
All right. Well,
Now I don't want to say anything.
no, you're good. No, this is it. They have a nice place.
Oh, my God. Yeah, people are giving these cute little CTW ornaments today. People who are coming in. Yeah, really, check it out. It is really very nice here. As we go on, we'll show you other kits and stuff here, but it's amazing. Glassware is very, very nice. I love those glycerin ones.
Yeah.
Shows it for you, and boom, there you go. If
Fancy.
you have a question, please pop it into us. Oh, asking you shall receive.
Yeah.
Can you go through CBI, CBG, the differences?
They said CBI.
CBI?
CBI. We can talk about CBG.
CBG,
We can talk about CBN.
CBN, I'm sorry.
CBN.
My
Boom.
eyes.
Okay, so now we're grooving. CBN. You want to talk about the differences or more
Yeah,
like?
because everybody just hears CBD and that's.
So CBN is a super important cannabinoid that we use. Obviously, when you have a good mix of CBD oil, you have CBN and CBD. There's CBDV and CBDA, which we'll get into in another show. But CBN, the question about that was, it's a pain reliever. Helps with sleep as a sleep aid, and it relieves muscle spasms. That's it's really, really strong component. Not only the pain reliever, but the spasm reduction as well. And then the question was CBD in general, right? Or CBG, you said, right? CBG.
I think it was CBN.
CBG is the mother cannabinoid. That's the antifungal properties. That's the antibacterial properties. That has the ability to lower blood pressure. It also helps in bone stimulation, right? It's the helps regrowth of the bones. So it also has anti-inflammatory properties and inhibits cancer, right? So it inhibits the growth of the cancer cells itself. That's why it's so special. That's why it's so important.
Wow, thank you very much for that. And all kidding aside, because we'll take your questions on CBD, we'll take your questions on marijuana, THC too. Sean is a very experienced grower in hemp and marijuana in the last 20 years. So,
Yeah. Right.
So you're getting it from the source.
Right.
And, our CBD oil, stuff like that is sustainably grown, it's organically grown.
Right.
I mean, I still like to tell people the fish pond helps feed the hemp.
Yep. Yeah, you got to build the fish pond first. Yeah. Yeah, fungus is coming a long way. There's so much research. There's a lot of patents right now that are being done on fungi research, right? And different properties now that they found. There's, terms I can't even remember right now, but basically that these single cell organisms are communicating, right? And they're able to spread and communicate and pass on information.
There's a woman on here I know named Alice. Very, very nice. She's almost 76. She wants to know, can she use some of grow techniques for marijuana? And she's not kidding, for her plants, like tomato plants and stuff like that. Like, I think it's different.
Yeah, it totally is, because everything that I would do for a tomato plant is for the tomato plant.
Right.
And so the only thing that I would say would be like the techniques itself, maybe getting into Bokashi, right? Of doing a Bokashi tea and doing, complex soil systems. If you're growing your tomatoes in a complex soil system and you're using Bokashi, right? And this is like some of the top growers are using for their super personal or boutique marijuana, high-end
Can you
marijuana.
explain to them what that is?
Yes. It's easily found on some very reliable sources online, but Bokashi, and I'm going to probably butcher it, and someone's going to be like, that's not what you said it is, and you're right, because I got a little inebriated earlier. Well, I'm not driving today, so I had the ability to, so yeah, my memory is not as sharp as it sometimes is, but Bokashi is a fungi tea, and this fungus tea is basically like what we drink. Like when we have a yogurt, it has those enzymes in it that we need, the good bacteria. Well, this is like the good bacteria for the plant. So it's basically like you taking a yogurt or a yogurt supplement, what is it called? There's a term for it. That's for your gut.
Acidophilus,
You know what I'm talking about when you need
probiotics.
cultures, live cultures. Thank you. Yeah, live cultures. So when you take those live cultures in, and that's what making like a Bokashi tea is, and you're adding that to an organic complex soil system where you're feeding the soil, then the microbes of the soil are producing a byproduct the plant is then eating. So you're feeding the soil and the soil feeds the plant. Now, if you're using that technique on tomatoes, lettuce, jalapenos, cilantro, please send that to me. Rick will be able to give you your address so I can put that in my salsa later. But yeah, that's what you want. You want to do that. You want to use those methods. And some of the people pushing the envelope on growing are doing marijuana, right? They're not pushing the envelope on what you can do in growing for tomatoes. Like hear about $14 billion annual tomato, sales. No, we're talking medical marijuana. We're talking, cannabis.
And Kevin has a question here about He goes, he's never grown before.
Mm-hmm.
But now that it's legal in his state, he just wants to grow like a plant. He's never grown it before. So he goes, what's just the
Send us our information. We have like a little thing we're trying to set up and do and just help people do that. We'll give them the equipment, we'll do everything and give them like a little lease on everything and just get them 1 or 2 going just so they can see how it works and learn the process. It's for you, it's not. You'll know right away. It's a baby. It takes care and love. You can't just be like, well, I watered it 4 days ago. I don't know why it's dead, you know?
And please don't trim leaves off your plant after the first week it grew. So it's like, but it is, there are ways to do it. You know, we'll tune in here, but it's more than just dropping in a seed. There are some videos on YouTube too that you can take a look at, but really just start out.
Yeah.
Seed, start.
Some of the best chefs are self-taught. Some of the best growers are self-taught. It's very reluctant to get good growing advice from a real expert grower because they don't want you doing the same shit they're doing because it's their special sauce.
Right.
It's their thing.
We're only going to tell you some of the fun secrets with
Yeah.
Sean. You think that man's going to tell us everything? No.
Oh yeah.
He's not going to tell you the biggest secret. He takes a chunk of Spam, doesn't even fry it, and puts it in the soil.
Yeah.
It's just, no,
Yeah.
don't do that. Okay, somebody's gonna
Some
call us.
people say there's a little bit of them in everything they grow.
And,
And this old farmer was telling me, you know, introducing ammonia and organic ammonia. I said, how do you get organic ammonia? He's like, man, you piss on your plants. You piss on those plants at the 3rd week before they bloom, and you change the pH balance of the whole pot. And I was like, no. He's like, yeah. I was like, no. He's like, heard of cheetah piss? I'm like, yeah, no shit. The cheetah piss really does have that
That urine.
kind of cat urine almost funk to it, right? But I mean, there's a lot of people saying that if you do that and you're changing the pH levels, now you're changing how the plant is absorbing and taking on its nutrients. And so all of a sudden it starts flushing the plant, you know? It starts putting all that juices towards the resin glands. So,
G-Man78 asks, why can my, I love this new strain of pot I get. It tastes like cherry. Why does my pot taste like cherry?
phenotypes. So just like genotypes from your parents, you have individual characteristics of your mom and dad, right? So if your mom had the hint of cherries in her, if you smelt it, each plant is slightly different than the other. So one might smell like a little more like grape, one might smell a little more like citrus, one might smell a little more like cherry, one might smell a little more like dough or cake. Right now you start thinking that these are different strands, and if you isolate those individual characteristics through selective breeding and through cloning and pheno-hunting, you end up with a certain type that you like. Then you have to keep that alive and you have to breed that. You got to breed that with a father who has characteristics you also like.
And a good father, not a father.
Yeah, you
hanging
can't.
out
That's this
with
junky
other
dad that
plants.
just shows up for Disney and shit. Oh man, I see a toy here. I was wondering whose toy this was.
Lucy's here. We have 88 Faith's
Where we at?
Lucy. Lucy's here with her toy.
2618.
I'm sorry. If I see a dog, I gotta stop it.
Yeah, no, I saw the toy under that. I was like, somebody has a dog in this shop. And I figured when this dog just walked in, this must be his shop.
Okay, cool.
Because
I have.
In some ways, too,
Okay, you don't have to go.
Our offices
It's on the bus.
right.
I'm gonna get that.
And this is almost like the neighborhood barbershop.
Well, I'm gonna give you this one right here for free, man.
People come,
Maybe
come
one
in
day
with
it
their
is.
bed, sit down, hang out. We have been hanging out here today. It's been wonderful. And that's what we're chatting. Terpenes. We just
Yeah.
asked terpenes.
terpenes.
Give them a speech on terpenes.
Terpenes are the different characteristics that we just talked about,
Right.
separated by temperature. So
Um,
at different temperatures, you get different terpenes. Different plants produce different terpene oils because of their characteristics.
What's the phone number?
So some plants are more piney versus more fruity versus more citrus versus more earthy. And you get into like the mushroom and the earthy and the OGs, you know, like kind of funky funk. You got skunky skunk.
And you can have all of those things going on, but still take that seed and try to grow it in another area. And
Yeah,
it still have different characteristics again, just because of the soil.
Well, you're changing its characteristics. Yeah. Yeah. And so like some plants who are low level plants that do great down, you know, in other areas don't do good when you take the high elevation. And you get the same thing with a high elevation plant who really likes to be somewhere where it's oxygen deprived and high intense sun, like on the face of a tall mountain, and you try to grow it in another condition and it just doesn't do the same. So you have to do some research, you know. You don't want to try to grow cactus in your front yard in, you know, Milwaukee. You know what I mean?
Why not?
Well, the cactus just doesn't have the right environment versus Arizona. You know what I mean? We're in Arizona, right? Just like apple trees are kind of hard to grow down here.
My wife is trying to grow a cat. My wife tried to grow a cactus.
It's probably why. You just don't want to water them.
Hello. Hello, Miss Lucy. It's always great having a dog with you here. If I can get the dog to come up here.
My dog's such a crazy lunatic.
I know. My
Bella.
dog waters me there. Oh, there you go, Lucy. Just make yourself at home. Lay down on the couch, baby.
Man, we didn't even. You got more questions?
Give me a second. I have to look at the phone. They're not
Sorry.
asking.
I'm washed out. I think I need to buy a hat. I might have to buy a hat from the shop.
No.
I tried that way too. I'm still just beard and glasses, but it's all right. I'm the
I'm
ghost.
sorry.
I'm the ghost,
I'm gonna
man.
say- I'm saying
I'm the
something
ghost.
racist.
There's
Sean
nothing
is
racist.
Suffering from overwhiteness, and it's affecting his picture.
It's a translucentness.
Just
Translucent.
look at that. But to Tito and I, he does look white.
Oh, way white. He's like, this
He looks
motherfucker. He's like,
definitely.
yeah, man, I could pick this dude out of a lineup until he starts talking
Gotta be
weed.
on the right side of town.
Right? Yeah, right?
Yeah, he's one of them nice ones.
Yeah. I fit in anywhere. I'm universal.
Okay, now
I'm like an adapter. You just plug me into whatever scenario.
No, but I just gotta ask you, it's 25% off every single thing in the store.
Yeah.
basically. The glassware, there are.
Well, I want to get
There's food here too. There's soap. And they have these great
So it's completely.
backpack pouches that are made that are completely
Fucking awesome.
smell-proof.
Yeah.
Smell-proof. You just, you can take your kit with you, go wherever you want to go, and 25% off.
Yeah. And some other stuff in here too. I was looking at. It's pretty
Yes.
cool. I'm
Oh,
glad you brought me here.
You know what? I like this place because it's a really nicely set up shop. It's really easy to come in here, you've got a nice staff to talk to, hang out with, all of that stuff. Lucy, you just gotta keep walking by.
She's cool. Lucy knows what's up.
Oh, we've got another question.
Oh shit.
What's the, oh, that's broad spectrum and full spectrum.
Broad spectrum versus full spectrum. Full spectrum is everything from the plant. So that includes THC.
Oh, I need to.
That's full spectrum. Broad spectrum, I don't know if I said that reverse or not, but broad spectrum is everything minus the THC. So it's THC free versus full spectrum, which has everything in it, including
THC free.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
To get the miniatures.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Oh my gosh, because I recognize people out in the parking lot.
Oh, right.
I always recognize people out in the parking lot.
So, well, at least you have that going.
Kill, destroy,
Yeah.
kill them, Lucy, kill them. We have people who are packing in all
Yeah.
day today. Don't get everything is 25% off.
Hey, hey.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome to
There you
the Eat Vape, guys, the Wake the Vape show.
Looks like you guys know this guy.
No.
No, he's like, we try not to, not publicly at least.
We're not supposed to come here.
My parole officer's here. Sorry, folks, we got to stop for 1 second.
Can I pass a marijuana test with broad spectrum CBD?
If they did it right, then yes.
Yes.
If they mislabeled it, then no.
And that's something else. Where you purchase your CBD, and I know everybody sees the memes, like, don't buy your CBD from a gas station. You know, I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
went
thank God.
in And saw a CBD machine in a gas station.
Yeah,
You couldn't read what was in it, what was added.
doesn't
to
matter
it.
what's in it.
Um,
There's enough people that probably just put in 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks to try it.
Also here too, so it's like,
You know what? It's a great entry point. Maybe that's like a great thing. Let's not look at it as a negative thing. Someone who goes in there and buys that and says this was shit and it didn't work, they're either going to say, I'm never touching this product again, which is sad, and I hope that's not what happens. Or I'm going to do my research and I'm going to find someone's dying out there. I'm going to do my research and I'm going to find a reliable, good product with good reviews from people who stand behind it, even if it's expensive, even if it's this and that, because if the people really use it because it's real, then maybe it might help. You know?
we went through a situation, one of our relatives got our oil before.
Oh.
And then she needed more of it, and so husband to go get it. And he goes, well, you have this. Oh, what? You have this. I got this. He goes, no, but ours is better. And
Sorry,
when
whoops.
they brought it back, and they said, I should have brought the picture here. The second ingredient was almost more alcohol. Propylene glycol, folks, is an antifreeze.
Yep, exactly.
So look at your labels.
Blah. Yeah.
When most people are.
Man, I'm running out of coffee, right?
Running out of coffee.
It might seize up here in a little bit.
Coffee.
No, just because I'm cotton mouth.
Oh, that's your problem.
Yeah, I know. You're like, "Shit, I got half the iced tea. No, we're good. We're good.
They got drinks right there.
Well, I might have to go run and get one in a little bit.
You know what?
A little bit.
We'll take
a
a
little
break,
bit.
don't be a jackass.
I'm not being a jackass.
But, no, thank you. No, we've known each other for a couple of years here. I'm in the CBD industry, he's in the hemp and THC industries. We became fast friends and decided that since we got on each other's nerves, we could get on your nerves too.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
So that's why we do this. So you can come on at any time. No, gosh, we can.
Like, we cannot do shit like that.
I know this.
You can follow us on YouTube, so please look up the Waked and Baked Show on YouTube. No cussing while
That's why I stopped.
Oh my God, the children
He only
in
said
here?
shit.
The F word.
So we have to take, all right. we're
So,
gonna
thank
take
you
a
for-
quick break because,
The wake and break.
Sean has cotton mouth, I don't know why. Crackhead. So we take a quick break and we will be back on. We're live at 88 Smoke and Vape in Mesa. You're not supposed to clap, Sean.
I'm not intending to not clap. Oh yeah, live and rolling.
I just said